Last week, we saw some concerns in our growth story, some positives that have stood the test of the time, and some pointers to where we would be in the next decade. Today, let's look at creating new employment opportunities in the India's growth story. Friends, be it quarterly labor surveys, QES, employment unemployment surveys, EUS, or the NSSO survey, or the periodic labor force survey, PLFS, they all have been painting a grim picture of job growth in the country. Employment rate in India averaged 44% from 2012 until 2022, reaching an all-time high of 50.8% in the fourth quarter of 2020. As a developing market economy, our main sectors include agriculture, industries, and services. Whereas the labor productivity growth rate is about 10%. This year, the unemployment rate has been hovering around 7 to 8%, up from about 5% 5 years ago, according to the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, and this is a private research firm. A- Further, a World Bank report says that the women, you know, and the young suffered the most in the layoffs. The share of women employed dropped to 19% in 2020 from 26% in a decade earlier. Friends, an economist is someone who knows more about money than the people who have it. I am neither an economist nor I have the money. But old worldly wisdom and ability to extrapolate the environment shows that while economic growth is good for job creation, it's important that growth occurs in sectors that have potential to absorb large number of people. While some sectors are more employment intensive, they can produce more jobs than others. We need new employment markets. Since existing markets are saturating, as the world order is changing, we have seen jobless growth in the past. We do not want to see job lost growth as we go into the future. Six sectors illustrate the potential for new employment markets in this decade: healthcare, business services, leisure, hospitality, construction, manufacturing, and retail. These sectors span a wide range of job types, skills, and growth dynamics. They have a potential to generate up to 80% new jobs in the country. Now, jobless recovery seek higher order and transferable skills. A pyramid-like job structure is now changing into an almost pipe-like structure, vertical pipe-like structure, which means what? The base is shrinking. Skilling, reskilling, and upskilling will be the new mantra to stay relevant. Artificial intelligence, intelligent agents, they have all automated the entry level jobs. So there are no more entry level jobs as we used to know it. So the pyramid is shrinking. And this is happening at all sectors. Friends, there are concerns and challenges and opportunities. We are the second lowest cost manufacturing destination globally, even lower than China. But Are we really leveraging the advantage? Time and cost escalation, you know, due to long gestation periods, it takes long time to complete a project. For capital projects, complex procedures and compliance detailing. There are a lot of detailing that must be complied with. All these reasons may derail our intentions. Poor logistics and infrastructure reduce the overall competitiveness. Defense sector has a great potential to create jobs, to create new jobs in the public space. However, networking with the national laboratories and the universities facilitating investment with concrete plans and timelines must be followed. Well intentioned plans must be there. The public sector needs strengthening. Defense PSUs, public sector units, and ordnance factories, as we know, OFs, face greater challenges with increased competition from the private sector in terms of productivity, in terms of resources, in terms of capacity, utilization, and so on. Corporatization of ordnance factories calls for immediate implementation. They have great value and great potential. Creating wage jobs in manufacturing and service sectors has great potential in the medium term. But technology enabled agriculture has great potential in creating jobs in the short term. There are several highways built, but hardly any with either eating places or accident pickup spots. There are stretches of hundreds of kilometers without a single accident pickup or a single place where you even get bottled water. Now, if you were to instead some amount of discipline here and install a shack every 3 kilometers, equip it with 5 people to tackle breakdowns, keep eyes for safety of on-road travelers, provide first aid and utilities, and maybe even house tea, coffee, and other merchandise, the employment potential would be very large. Such shacks could even be auctioned en masse to retail chains and advertisers, earning enough revenue to take care of its construction and upkeep. A shack could be built for as little as 10 lakh rupees. Factoring, factoring for salaries at maybe 12 lakhs per year per team, 500,000 additional people would find jobs. And that is infrastructure created worth 10 lakhs across a million shacks, or an infrastructure creation of about 1.5 billion US dollars. The effort can easily be funded by a small fee levied on the purchase of vehicles at the time of their purchase. Creating new cities to ease pressure on the existing ones will boost infrastructural facilities, leading to new job markets. New projects like bidding for Commonwealth Games, Asian Games, or the Olympics must be preceded with a detailed planning of infrastructural requirements like stadia, roads, new housing complexes, and support systems. Massive job creation will happen. Dovetailing the national skills mission to this effort would be what the doctor ordered. Instead of an assured employment in the private sector or the public sector, innovative business models must be promoted. A lot Let's see some of them. A lot can be done with millions of cows with the farmers and others. A new startup of Internet of Cows can evolve. After all, this is an age of digitization. Monitoring cows' health through a GPS enabled cow collar, monitoring the white blood count, white blood cell count, avoiding mastitis, and helping raise milk production are all possible. Cloud, AI, data analytics can also be used to do all these functions, on the fly. And on the fly monitoring can also be done. Cowbits could even monitor their health. Several opportunities wait to be explored in cow herding. AI based milk automation, intelligent cow sheds, massively growing grass, using even the non arable land, literally making hay while the sun shines. Veterinary scientists, doctors, cow urine, gobar, processing plants, and many others provide the proverbial cow to be true Kamadhenu. Hundreds of PhDs and thousands of research publications are produced in the country without a converging theme. Has a single product come out of this country ever? As in Germany, we need to create a Max Planck University model for basic research and a Fraunhofer Wissenschaft University model for applied research, focusing on productization rather than publishing papers alone. New products will happen, by that process. In various sectors like defense, railways, agriculture, infrastructure, etc. That would not only produce Indian products but also create new employment opportunities. As much as recognizing that we need more doctors, we need more hospital beds and paramedics too. Every one of us spend at least rupees 150 to 250 per month to speak on a mobile phone. The country's telecom subscriber base crossed 120 crore mark, according to the reports published by TRAI, T-R-A-I. Stupendous indeed. Even as little as rupees 25 levied on these services can build hospitals in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, creating massive employment. It probably can even fund our Prime Minister's ambitious plan, the Ayushman Bharat, National Health Promotion Scheme. Private healthcare works on cross subsidy, where somebody pays a little extra to fund someone who cannot afford it. Friends, entrepreneurship is one of the most important drivers for job creation. Social entrepreneurship offers not only a path for the young people to transform their lives, but also empower that of the others. Providing tax relief, reducing regulations leads to job creations and new economic opportunities for small businesses. Obviously, they are the backbone of this economy of our country. Our country has seen many ups and downs in the past. It is time to leave behind the downs and chase the ups with enthusiasm and vigor to make this a great nation. I'll be back the next week with another episode. Until then, Dhanyavad, thank you and namaskar.